I'm going to do a screen recording of this. Set that up. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to get a whole page done. 4 hours. That doesn't look right. That's wrong. Why does it look weird to me? There's something whack about Alien Xenomorph. Thank you for $1.99. Micah Curtis says he has a book coming out with me. Yes, the book is called Coming Out, the Micah Curtis story. Walmart 2022. 5.5, 2, 3, 3 3/4. And this one is 5 3/8. 1/4. It's not homophobic. Oh my goodness. I still measured this wrong. I feel like I can't do math today. Oh, that's why. 1, 2, 3.5. So 3 and 3/8. 1, 2, 3. 3 and this looks wrong to me. That's correct. Have I thought about teaming back up with Mike Miller and Doug T? You guys could host an anti-EVS stream and sell comics. That's the problem, is I'm not anti anybody. Maybe if I had a nemesis, maybe I need a nemesis. 3/4. Make EVS my nemesis. I could do that. That's not right either. Three 16ths. 1, 2. Oh, that's why. EVS does no such thing. I have not watched his streams in a while, granted, but I don't think he does. I don't think he would participate in that kind of stuff. Professional comic book pros do not engage in trash talk. If I haven't watched, I wouldn't know. He has been laughing at your Saints. My Saints campaign is all. We just crossed 10K, which is exciting. And Red Rooster books going for 50 cents. Yeah, we had a Walmart or two that I guess put them in the markdown pile. Those things happen. But I doubt he's made any comments on that. Somebody would have sent them to me. Like I said, I seriously doubt he's been doing that. And our books aren't slated for markdowns. But random things happen in Walmarts, as you might expect. But we have crossed 10K on the Saints, which is pretty exciting, which I think is really good in a crowded field for a company that's not really focused on crowdfunding as a prime revenue generator. From a breakout talent, new artist. Anyway, we're excited. No, I don't think you're being rude. You may be telling the truth. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think Ethan would engage in that kind of stuff. But who knows? Besides, this is, I guess I did say ask me anything. All right. That perspective was a booger for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you were correct. I don't know. But I don't think people would be watching shows that were like that. So I don't think he would make them. If people wanted to engage in mocking comic book pros, they'd just be on Twitter. Okay, oh, it's so small, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Zoom in a little. gosh. It is pressure based. That is correct. So here I'll do a thin line and then I'll do a thick line. I like that. You can see on the right, the shape of the brush is featured in the preview. Yeah, I tinkered with all my brushes, so none of my brushes are stock in any shape or fashion. They're all customized based on what I like. In this case, it is a triangle brush with rounded edges.
just like to stroke it creates on the page. And the ability to do washes and stuff.
I need to work the dog in somewhere. Sitting nearby. Is using gray washes get in the way of the coloring process? Well, I'm just penciling right now. So basically, it's a way of me to make notes of the lighting and the shadows and all that stuff. So I'll still have to go through and ink this page. When I ink a page, I will also put the grays on it, but I don't do washes. I use them I do a separate layer of grays with a aliased edge and no transparency so that they can be selectable. And then Elizabeth can incorporate the wash or the grays into her coloring process. But in this stage, I am just simply making sort of tonal notes, if that makes sense. That's what I've got so far. See, I didn't buy the hype or the negativity. Well, that's nice to hear. I am eagerly awaiting my copy of, well, now I forget what it's called, the second installment of Cyberpunk. People love the YouTube drama, sometimes more than they like comic books. Comic book drama, I guess we had a saying here, if I had a school, it would be above the entryway. It would be keep the drama in the books. How about that? So if people really love drama, then they would really love some dramatic comic books. Wrecked Planet, that's it. Blood Honey is the first one. Got a little tiny little pinup.
Oh, you know what I should have done is a Miss Midnight. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to redraw it.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought of that before I sketched that out. It actually would have made a lot more sense for Buford here because he's a big Order of the Dawn guy. Maybe I'll change it when I move the page. All right, so my computer is starting to slow down. All right, we're 1 hour in. All right, so Buford's gonna have, a bunch of strewn paper around. Clippings and all kinds of little bits of stuff. Phantom Stranger. Everybody's coming to my channel to start stuff. So I have a lot of sympathy or empathy towards Ethan as someone who's juggling a lot of different things as well. So making a comic book at such a high level is not an easy task, especially when you're managing another business. So Ethan is managing, I know he's managing another business on YouTube or whatever it is. I haven't watched the show in some time. But I hear he's had good things to say, and I have no reason to doubt that. It's not easy, but everybody needs to work and get their books done, me included. You can't be here. But we have done really well with our books on the shelf, which I am very excited about. I mean, in a tough market, we're selling comic books. Many tens of thousands of comic books, to be honest. So that's good. The audience is out there, and they're not on YouTube or on Twitter. I think something Mark Miller, sorry, I always mispronounce that. Mark Miller said the other day, I saw about the stats of people on Twitter. It's something like, I don't know, 5% of the American public has an active Twitter account. Yeah, I've said Millar for so long, it's kind of hard to break the habit, but it's actually Miller. I don't know how much I should really say, but we had an email exchange with Mr. Miller not too long ago, and we've shipped him a box of our books over to Scotland. I need to check on them and make sure they've arrived safely. But I do hope he enjoys them. I worked with Mark on Ultimate Fantastic Four once, and that was a lot of fun. But his point about Twitter, and also I think goes for YouTube, and it's quite valid. It's not representative stamp of the American public or even the comic book buying public. Will I ever be able to release sales figures on the Walmart books? I think a lot of people are curious about how well floppies on shelves sell these days. So if you look at trends, this is one of the things we're doing right now, because we're trying to get our graphic novel program started. and we're not looking at 2020 data, but because of COVID was so disruptive. But in the 2019 data, graphic novels were, I think, a little more than double floppy sales. So the floppies are a great way to create a collectible market, especially with our books, because once they're removed from the shelves, they're gone forever. They're not being shipped to comic book stores en masse. And we're not doing gimmicky, order 50 and we'll send you an alternative cover thing to pump our numbers up. So every unit sold is a unit in customers' hands. And we do take returns on our books as well, because we're basically in the old newsstand model. So a direct comparison isn't exactly fair, but we've sold many tens of thousands of books. Like, it's doing well. We just need to get the trade paperbacks out, get the books further in more retail spaces, so that we can attract even more new customers. And if the sales trends for graphic novels holds, and is a good predictor of future trends, then that would, in my view, make the floppies a very good success. But in terms of releasing the hard numbers, not right now. Not right now, but I'll talk about it with the board. And I know things are changing in the comic book market too, where I think there's some returnability in the direct market now. So that could be very interesting. But maybe one day. We're selling a whole lot more comic books than anyone is selling on crowdfunding. A whole lot more. Do I have room to expand from just Walmart, or is it exclusive? We are not exclusive to Walmart. Walmart has agreed to be our retail launch partner, and for the time being, we're going to keep the floppies in Walmart. I think it's a great place to be. But for the trade paperbacks, we're looking at other retailers. And I don't have anything quite to announce at this time, but hopefully I will very soon. We're working very hard on that right now. Our exclusive is with our distributor. And our distributor services over 67,000 retail locations. Allegiance Arts is the widest distributed floppy comic book company. Maybe in the world, but I don't know about that. But definitely in North America. So our distribution is wider than Marvel and DC. In fact, I should put that on our website, to be honest. That's kind of a cool flex. Theoretically, do you think I'll be able to get the floppies or trade paperbacks into LCS as well, or are there still issues with Diamond or politics? The issue is our distributor does not ship to comic book stores, but we are, as soon as we have the manpower and bandwidth, we're looking at doing maybe possibly doing a wholesale program that we would ship directly to comic book stores ourselves, but not right now. We just don't have the I don't know. We're looking at it. It's one of the things I'd like to get into. Maybe with like minimum orders of 20 books or something.
what's up. Another crazy detailed background. I don't know what I was thinking. I am not using any reference. Which probably just makes me a little insane. Any tips? Draw every day and learn perspective. Every shot is determined by the emotion from panel to panel in the script. So use that as your anchor in determining where you place your camera, where you point your camera, as I call it. And then once you've determined that, then just arrange the objects in space, because then once you know where you're going to point your camera, then you have a basic idea of where to pin your horizon line and your vanishing points and your main objects of the story. Is it an abandoned printer? No, it is not abandoned. It is Buford's. And Buford is a bit paranoid and kind of a bit of a kook. But Buford is the town printer. Something looks a little wonky, to be honest. Something's moved. My perspective has moved. Well, I'm going to fill this out with all kinds of stuff to make it look like a fully operational printer here. Do I have any rule of thumb on how many main objects you keep within a frame at a time? And do you consciously try to arrange a nice shape, design, and abstract patterning? Yes, but as you hone your design skills, it becomes more of a subconscious effort because you just look to fill this space with objects that work with your designer's eye as you just hone your senses, if that makes sense. Do I have a rule of thumb on objects that I keep within a frame at a time? I don't know about that, because I mean, this opening shot here has 1,000 objects in it, which the reason I do that is because if you look at the rest of the page, it's all very simple. So these characters interact, they're all medium close, and then a close up. And then here, they're pretty simple as well. There's a little more going on in this bottom left. But I'm doing this shot to convince you, to let you know where you're at, to anchor the reader with, in a sense, to give them a sense of place, and let the environment reflect the character, Buford, because it says the environment, Buford's environment tells you a lot about Buford. The rule of thumb that I have is that every single shot needs a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. So unless it's like a really extreme, like close-up of an eyeball, but even then you can still get a sense of depth with an eyeball. So that's really one rule of thumb that I keep to. You need a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. And that will help every one of your shots feel settled and well framed, because then you have more objects, whether it's like a hand, if it's a close-up, it could be a hand in front of the face talking, and then a suggestion of a background. But it really does make a difference. Hello, Comicsgate. Is comics great? When will issue 4 hit the shelves? I need my fix. Well, that's a great question. Some of the books are completed and some of them we're wrapping up. So I don't have a on-shelf date yet, but I will soon. We're also working on our trade paperbacks at the same time. So there's a lot going on. But I will have that date for you soon, and join our mailing list. And that's actually a great prompt. I'm going to go ahead and put our website. So if you sign up to the allegiancearts.com mailing list, you will be the first to know when we have on-shelf dates. Well, we've got some great fans in here tonight. That's awesome. Really appreciate you all. Thanks for going out and supporting us in the Walmart stores. That is awesome. It makes a huge difference. And I'll zoom in so you guys can see the detail again. See how far we've come. It's like 90 degrees or something out here today, and it's starting to get really hot in my studio. Uncomfortably hot. All right, I'm going to take just a quick 5-minute break. Really, it'd probably be less than 5 minutes. I'm going to go check on my air conditioning because it's getting really hot. I think my line might be frozen. All right, my line is not frozen, but my back door was wide open, and that's why it's 80 friggin' degrees in here. What? I just put the garage, let the heat out. The roof guy comes, he'll fix our world. We've got a roof guy coming, or, well, I guess a roof team, and we have to have our roof replaced. Fun times. Pallet of paper in the middle of the floor. You might find it a printer. Have we considered getting video games developed based on your existing franchises? It's not as, I wish it was that easy. But I am definitely willing to sell a license to a video game company. That would be fantastic. It's definitely one of the things we would like to do. For sure. Would love to do that. I think the Futurists would make a great game. The Quest for Shambhala. It have all kinds of wild levels. I think the story probably needs to get a little more. I think Red Rooster would make a great game too, with all the color and tone. I had a guy who is very wealthy and well connected the other day who loves Red Rooster and would like to see it made into a film, but there's nothing to announce at this time. But these kinds of things get talked about behind the scenes a lot, and we definitely have we have pitched some Hollywood studios. One in particular that you definitely would have heard of, and they liked what we had on offer. We just have to we need to get. They really liked The Saints, so I'm really anxious to show them that property once it's fully developed. These types of things take years to work out until like just lightning really strikes, and then you got to move really fast. If I'm going to do a video game, try not to follow the Bigfoot Bill route and crowdfund it with comic book and only send the comic book while the game is nowhere to be seen. No, we're not going to crowdfund a game. We're not going to do it that way at all. We're going to, if we do a game, it would be based off, we would sell a license to a reputable game company and then work with them on the narrative side and the developmental side. But so far, we really haven't explored games. And mostly because all of the really big game companies, they understand how valuable intellectual property can be. And so if they're going to spend, let's say, $2 million making a game, and games are not cheap to make, they're really not, I just don't think they're as interested in licensed games, unless it's Batman, right? Something that's absolutely Titanic. They're more interested, if they're going to spend $2 million, right? They're going to want to develop their own intellectual property that they can translate into merchandise. So I'm less optimistic about game development. But I'm certainly not. I'm certainly open to the opportunity. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the Bigfoot Bill game is not manifested. Although that doesn't mean it won't, because games are probably harder to make than comic books. My computer is going nuts. Stop. I suppose the way it could happen is if you had an upstart game company. Who wanted an IP that had some brand recognition and a story attached, so that they didn't have to do the legwork and all they were like developers. I suppose that's a possibility, but I don't know how many of those there are out there, because I'm not really super knowledgeable about the video game world. Telltale Games. I'll bookmark it. Take more risks. Oh, okay. Telltale Games. I will, let me, I don't have my phone on me, but maybe I'll just reach out. So I have a contact actually that used to work at Ubisoft or Ubisoft, whatever you pronounce that, in the licensing department. right, there's the full shot. Little red rooster sticker for fun. All right, I'm getting pretty tired here. Okay, I think that probably just about does it for this panel. I'm going to go ahead and fit it to the screen. All right, guys and gals, thank you for watching. This was a pretty brutal panel to draw, but we made it all the way through, and now I just have to ink it. I may hire somebody to help me with the backgrounds. I think that's very possible, because that's a lot of work. But it took 2.5 hours. if you guys have any last minute questions, I'm going to leave this up for just a minute. But if you guys have any questions, let me know now. And then I am going to, I'm sort of at my limit, but I got like a 3 hour, 2.5 hour limit of my butt in the chair before it gets too tired. Check out the Saints. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat. Saints.me. So go check that out. If you've enjoyed this drawing video, because we've got some fantastic art in that project. Christian Rosado from Peru. He's a fantastic artist. He's like a Zafino, Jean Paul Leon, Steve Epting blend, I would say. It's pretty incredible what he can do. And he's also a painter, so you can check out some of his cover paintings as well on the website there. That links you to the Indiegogo campaign. We've got Mike Barron on the script, and he wrote a fantastic script. The book was created by myself and Patrick Stiles. Follows the adventures of a very cavalier bad boy archaeologist, showboat kind of character, playboy, who goes down a rabbit hole he should have never gone down, and he's on the cusp of a discovery that would rewrite human history, and before it is sabotaged, and he finds himself as an international fugitive from justice, and then he's recruited by a secretive organization called the Saints that is tasked with protecting humanity from a cabal of dark conspirators that seek to control us all. So it's a warring faction of secret societies. It's got ninjas, it's got adventure, it's got bikini babes, planes, trains, and automobiles. What else do you want from a comic book? It's got ninjas. Is the Saints getting its own stand in Walmart or sharing the one already there? So the Saints will be coming out much later. We're going to fulfill the crowdfunding campaign first. And so the answer is maybe to both of your questions. We're exploring some ideas and opportunities with the Saints, but I don't have anything to announce at this time. But that's a great question. I would very much like it to be at the front of the store if possible. And I'm pursuing opportunities. Yeah, I can definitely see Zafino there. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, he's just super talent, and he's very fast. The book's over halfway done. He's 27 pages into the book right now. He's also going to be coloring the Futurist from here on out, which is really fantastic. Sounds like my biography. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I have no reason to doubt you at all. John is looking forward to it. Well, thank you all very, very much. So go check that out. Tell a friend. We crossed 10K yesterday or day before. I kind of lose count, which is exciting. And the more people coming back the campaign, the more we'll do this type of special offering in the future. So I really like, being able to offer these kinds of collectible items, and it really helps us as a company because we get a sense of. I like to get the books in you guys' hands first, and the idea being that people share their enthusiasm and help build word of mouth when we launch the book with individual issues into retail stores. So with that said,
I'm going to go ahead and close this broadcast. I really appreciate you all for sticking with us. And I see some people watch. Whenever I start talking, people come in. It must be the algorithms that pick that up. They don't like quiet drawing videos, I think. But new people can go back and watch from the beginning. I'm about to close the broadcast, and I'm going to take my wife to dinner here in a little bit, and we're going to escape some of this heat. All right? Hope you all had a great weekend. See you next time.